Right, ladies and gentlemen, we move on once again. Would you please welcome to the cage, Alexa Amos. And would you welcome to the cage, Frida Clementz. 2-minute rounds of amateur K1 in the lightweight division. And in the blue corner, representing Unit 1 Gym, Alexa Amos. And her opponent across the cage in the red corner, representing Team Kenshiro, Frida Clementz. Your referee, Mr. Sam Amidi.
Lion Fighting Championship continues here tonight, live and exclusive on Fight TV, with another amateur K1 rules matchup, this one at lightweight. Fighting out of Unit 1 Gym, Alexa Amos, taking on Frida Clementz from Kenshiro Muay Thai.
Amos with that long reach. She's very flexible in her legs and her hips. She's able to get that teep up, and those head kicks are very high. So if she can get the distance here, she might land some of those. Looking here at Amos, trying to gain that distance. She's posting her right arm across the face. Clementz is doing a great job of closing that distance. She doesn't want to stay. Oh, nice right hand from Clementz. She doesn't want to stay at that mid to long range, is where she is right now. She sees she'll start to close the distance. Nice kick attempt there. Takes the kick on the body, but eats a short left hand on the inside as she comes in, does Clementz. Amos now trying to work out that jab. Nice body kick. Beautiful. I love the way Amos stepped back there, evaded the low leg kick, came back with the counter. Clementz now known for her power at this close range. She's got awesome hooks. Clementz posting out, both athletes looking to work the arms in this clinch position. You see Clementz there with that Muay Thai style, tapping that lead leg. Coming from Team Kenshiro. And Kenny Moyson down there in the south of the country, in Brighton. If you're ever in the area, make sure you stop by that gym and train. Awesome kickboxer and Muay Thai fighter himself. Definitely got the skills, and we'll see that trickle down to all of his students. So we're seeing here Clementz working close range, coming out with a game plan, and executing it here at the LFC. End of the round. Round 2. Amos's corner were calling for her to work the strikes, post out with the lead hand to gain that distance. You see she's trying to do that here, but Clementz quite correctly closing that distance, forcing her back to the cage. And that's the affordance here in the striking, particularly. Traditionally striking, boxing, Muay Thai, kickboxing, they're in a ring. And the ring, particularly the ropes, they offer a certain elasticity. When your back hits them, you can come back forward, much like Muhammad Ali's rope-a-dope. You can get some inertia to come back forward, but the cage kind of just blocks you off there. And there's only so much weight you can fire back until you're stuck. So you have to adapt their game plan. See a big head kick from Amos. Amos did a great job of keeping that distance now. Clementz very wide-eyed. She's looking for that way in. She wants to time the strikes of Amos, slip to the side, block them, and close that distance and land those devastating close-range shots. Nice leg kick by Clementz, looking for the head kick from Amos. Body, looking for the body there from Clementz. She gets shrugged off, wow. But that doesn't deter her. She's going to still stick to her game plan and come forward here. Nice body shots from Clementz. Left hand sneaking through. And that's Amos standing in that southpaw stance. He's able to fire that right hand straight down the pipe. Nice body kick. Crowd responds. Educated crowd here at the LFC. Knee attempt from Amos, head kick blocked again from Clementz. Oh, big leg kick followed by the left hand from Amos. Very reactive fighters here. They often eat the punches and kicks and respond straight away. Wow. And that round was more active from both athletes. Very difficult to score that round if I was sitting in the judges' table. Round 3. Big kick there from Amos, looking to land early on in the 3rd round. Left hand straight down the pipe, looking for the body. Oh, these kicks are coming out now. Amos has really stepped up the pace. I'd imagine her corners have told her, look, you need to be more active in this land, more decisive shots, keep those combinations going, and we're seeing that here. Clementz now has got to close this distance. She's got to get under those shots, keep the hands up nice and tight if she was to duck or slip. Oh, left hand gets through from Amos. Body kick again. Oh, big left hand that is really finding its mark. Clementz taking a seat back. She's able to just leave that left arm up in the air when she goes for that body shot, and that's to protect her head from the counter punch of Amos. Nice left hand again. Now this is awesome to see Amos now. She's landed more left hands than she has in the first 2 rounds here in this 3rd round. Nice leg kick from Clementz. Clementz now trying to get forward, but she's walking forward here, walking onto shots, teeps, eats a knee there, returns fire to Amos. Oh, big knee from Amos. Clementz here trying to work her way back in. Knee on the inside. Very active, these 2 female athletes. Superman punch attempt here from Clementz. Amos with a big head kick. Left hand again, nice knee. Return fire by Amos. Every time she eats the knee, she makes sure she fires back. There's a Superman punch. And Clementz is using that to close the distance, to gain ground and get closer to her opponent. Wow. Excellent last round there. A lot of left hands being landed by Amos. And Clementz coming forward with that kind of backup style that she likes to use to get in close to land those heavy hooks that she possesses. But we will go to a judge's scorecard to render the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, let's hear it for both your fighters in the cage after 3 hard rounds of K1 action. And they have taken us to a split decision in favor of the blue corner, Alexa Amos.